Welcome back, everybody, to the PM Show with the one and only Fred Dreyer.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, look, Paul, there's a couple of things that are going on. You know, every week there's always news. Another page is turned. Another leaf is removed to expose more and more truth and a little bit more of the puzzle. It is my firm belief that the Tea Party and the neocons are struggling for control of the Republican Party. The money is behind the neocons, the established money. As we all know, that the Tea Party isn't a politic per se. It's a belief system. It's a groundswell. It's a grassroots movement in America to get rid of politics and to neutralize people who have gone to Washington, D.C. on their own agendas and bypassing the wishes of the American people, and that is to uphold the Constitution. So along with that, we have a Republican Party that I believe, honestly, would rather dump this election than lose power to the Tea Party people. What do you think?
Aren't there some people that think the Tea Party types have a certain lack of sophistication?
Well, they're non-political. You know, where do you go to join the Tea Party? You know, and you know who's the titular head of the Tea Party? I mean, who speaks for the Tea Party? It's a movement. It's an ideology, and they take a beating because there isn't a specific entity. There isn't an institutionalization, a building. You know, they don't have uniforms. You know, and so I think that for the most part, most people are quietly confident with their own belief system, and they don't feel as though they have to push it. And in doing so, I think it loses momentum. I think the Tea Party is a great movement. I think it's silently working. Moving along right now. I think there's more going on in America than is reported. I think there's an awful lot that's happening. I think these polls that have come out to reveal people's innermost fears and thoughts, I think they're accurate. I think, as they say, you know, if the elections were held today, who would win and by how much? I do believe if it were held today, it'd be a landslide victory for whatever Republican was in there. Including Ron Paul, but at the same time, we got a year left, and what's going to happen in a year? My big concern is that, and I wrote a little thing down here. I said I think the neocon Republicans would gladly lose the election in order to keep control of the party. Now, here's my question: can the God-fearing people of America get the best candidate possible while they are watching as the party subverts itself over the leadership from within? Now, the answer to that is certainly, the answer to this question will be the future of the country. Whatever political gymnastics takes place within the Republican Party is going to give us the candidate that is supposedly going to rally the base, have all the money, and beat Obama, right? But my feeling is that I'm not sure Romney, who I believe the party wants as their representative, is the best candidate. He has certainly the most money. He'll probably hold that title all the way through.
And organization, too.
And organization. He's been there before. I think the establishment realizes they've got a guy that'll do what the corporations want, and that is to allow illegal aliens to come into this country and to supply free and cheap labor. I don't think Romney is a conservative. He's not right of center. He's not a constitutional guy. He's a business guy. He's corporate. He's left of center. He's kind of he's a little bit slicker than George Bush was. You know.
You know, it did come up in the last debate. I remember not the last debate this political season, but in 2008. there was a banter and an exchange between Mayor Giuliani from New York and Governor Romney, and they talked about the usage of illegal aliens, and apparently that Mitt Romney was quite an employer of illegal aliens, servicing his own home property.
Well, listen, I that's true. I mean, you can't go anywhere in this country and not see an illegal alien, working for somebody. You go home to my house, and they're all over my neighborhood, cutting people's lawns and chopping the trees down every day. So that's true. But until you decide what to do about this, that's another thing too. They got Meg Whitman on the same thing. She had a house cheaper for 9 years, and she was part of the family, and blah blah blah, and they cooked her with it, because she didn't know how to handle it. But my real feeling here is that we've got a Republican Party here that has already made up its mind. I don't think there's three people, Newt, Kaine, and Bachmann, that I believe are very capable people. I think they're right of center. I think they're constitutional Republicans, conservative in every way. I like Newt. I think Newt is coming to the surface. He's rising to the top. I don't know if he's going to be able to get any money. I don't know where the money's going. I think all the money already in the Republican Party is being steered into Romney, and everybody knows it. I think the fix is in. I think this next year is going to be just a lot of gab and a lot of lip service, and you're going to wind up with Romney. And I do not know if Romney is going to be able to handle the onslaught.
Some people would say that Romney is the chosen candidate, and I suppose there are those that would say chosen by who?
Well, it's the Republican Party. I mean, it's the money, it's the corporations.
The base definitely doesn't think so.
Who?
The base.
The base. Well, remember the base is different from the corporate heads and the actual people who grind the coffee for the Republican Party. So the base is going to have to realize, no matter who the candidate is, if it goes against the base, if people say it's Bachmann or it's Kaine or it's whoever it is, and it's not, and it's Romney, they're going to have to get over themselves and vote for Romney.
That's what Rush Limbaugh said, I think, if not today, the other day, that he said that he will support the Republican candidate.
Whoever it is.
Yeah,
you have to.
Yeah, have no disillusionment, though, over whether he's going to somehow jump parties. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, you're going to have to. But I want to play a couple of things here for you folks.
Got a lot of news and sound bites to get to on today's program.
Yeah, we can get to that when we come back. But the real elements here, the real defining elements, I think will be put into place before the end of the year. I think when January comes, it's going to get real serious, and I think you're going to really have to struggle to hold on. It's going to be frustrating as hell, I think, but. We're in for a landslide battle for freedom and liberty in this country, and if we don't get the right person, if we don't get everybody behind him, it's going to be a disaster. You might as well move to France or Greece. There'll be a lot of room over there for you. But we're going to come right back and get on with the show. And I just want to thank you for tuning in. It's Fred Dreyer radio program right here on CRN.